Welcome to Living Off the Van. We're the Nolders, Henry and Sarah, along with our 3 kids, Nyoka, Kyarna and Louie. We've packed up our everyday lives to travel Australia with no known end date. Watch and subscribe to Living Off the Van to follow our adventures and see all the amazing places we go. Nothing like sitting at the skate park in Winton building Lego. We're pretty excited because today we are going to do the Qld Dinosaurs trail. So we're going to go to the museum and that today. And then tomorrow we're going to go out to the Stampede to check that out. So we'll take you along with us and show you what it's all about. Got my seatbelt on. Let me know if you see any dinosaurs out there. Should we get the tour group to sing happy birthday to Kyarna?
No. Don't. Come on, babe.
What's that, Louie?
There must be a toilet around here somewhere.
Can I pick it up?
Because that's wherever I see.
I want to touch. Don't! Henry, don't hurt it. It probably needs water. your last birthday present.
I thought you said this.
That's the final birthday present.
Happy's peeking. Yeah.
That's
Dad.
cool. It says Kyarna.
And guess why she wanted it so bad?
Because Naika got one on her 10th birthday. Oh well, our dinosaur experience is finished. The road out to the, I think it's Lark Quarry, where they've got the stampede fossils under the shed. It's can't get out there because the road's too inundated with water. You can get out in a 4-wheel drive, but we've got our van, so unfortunately we're going to take a miss, but the road's actually still closed, so we're going to make our way towards Mount Isa. Such an amazing view up here.
Who learnt lots from the dinosaurs? Do we? Do you see dinosaurs? We've pulled up for the night. We left, obviously we told you we left Winton. We've pulled up in McKinley at the Walkabout Creek Hotel. $22 a night, unpowered, $30 for powered. But the kids are loving it. It's just a little Outback pub. Sunset's gonna be mint, but there's powered sites over there, unpowered here. This is where we've pulled up. Pub looks pretty good. We're gonna go over and have a few beers and have dinner for Kyarna for her birthday.
I'm going there now. See you later. Bye. Like literally.
I've never seen him set up so fast.
This place is actually really nice. I like it here. Ooh. How long were we in the car for? Like only an hour?
Maybe 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't feel like that long.
They have some toilets and showers in the first few cubicles, and then they've just got accommodation.
And they have a kitchen and
They've got a outdoor, like a laundry and camp kitchen, and the laundry, you can use the washing machine for free, which is really good, and they've got a big clothesline.
And they have turkeys.
Yeah. Cheers!
On the table.
On me.
On the GoPro. Big night. I didn't, only had 2 drinks. So just outside of the pub, and I haven't done any wheel bearing maintenance since we bought the van. It's probably done close to 7,000 or 8,000 Ks now, and all I'm doing is knocking the dust caps off and making sure they don't have any dirty grease in there, and there's no wheel bearing movement at all, and if there is, I'll just nipping it up. But I also am taking the split pin out and seeing if there's any play in the bearing. So I'll show you what that's like. Rightio, at first glance they've used obviously blue grease. It seems to be pretty clean. Like if it was a off colour by any chance, then there's a good chance that the seal in the back of the on the back side of the wheel hubs is bugging, but it shouldn't say any at this sort of kilometres. Anyway, we'll knock this split pin out and see what the go is, but there's no, doesn't really appear to be any sideways movement. So I'll go ahead and clean all this up first before I let any of that dirt fall inside the bearing. Just as I was cleaning this hubcap out, just in case there was dirt on this outer rim, when I put it back on, that it didn't fall in there, so just clean it up. But anyway, look what I caught. You probably can't see it, but that's a metal shaving right there. That's from me prying this dust cap off with this tool. So if that had fallen down inside the bearing, it would eventually destroyed it. So that's why you sort of got to try and keep as clean as you can. You know, doing this sort of job can end up being yeah, doing this sort of job can sometimes be the opposite of what you're trying to do. You're trying to prevent a breakdown, but ultimately accidentally causing a breakdown. So that's where the split pin was holding the nut on, and there's another half turn basically. So you got 2 options, you can use one or the other. So what I'll do is I'm going to try and do this up. Nah, it's not going to go any further. Just back it off. That's it done. So I'll chuck it all back together, and this one's done. There's no play or anything in it. So good start. Should really use new split pins, but I don't have any on me, so I'm going to reuse these ones for now, and when I get someone to service this for me at a shop, then I'm sure they'll put new ones in it. One other thing when doing this job is these hub covers. I've already lost one. They gave me a spare one from factory, which was fantastic. These ones here, there's 3 of them that come loose. I'd say I lost 2 of the bolts, and then the third one basically wore itself out and it's destroyed the thread on the rim. It's not the end of the world. It's all I've done to rectify that is use some blue thread Loctite. So every time I take these off now, I just chuck a little bit of Loctite on there, just so that they don't come loose again down the dirt roads. Oh no, that one there's done. So repeat the step on every tyre. Just jack it up off the ground and just so it can free spin, so you can actually check it properly. You can't do this job with it on the ground. You just won't get it. But anyway, this is that rim I was telling you about, where I've lost one of the nuts. I mean, sorry, one of the bolts. There's 3 of them, but that one there's, it's just buggered the thread. So if this makes it all the way back home, this cover then and doesn't fall off, I'll probably just tap a new bolt into it when I get home, because I've got a tap and die set at home. But you know, if I lose this one, it is what it is. I'm not going to replace it. That's the only reason it come off in the first place, was because I'd say either it wasn't done up properly from the beginning, or it just natural dirt roads rattled loose and eventually fell off, which is fine. It is what it is. It's just an acceptance. So anyway, I'll continue doing this outside of the pub and let the kids have a rest for the day. Righto, I've just finished the wheel bearings. The last job I've got to do for the caravan is so I carry a grease gun with me and grease cartridges. Now that's for all the independent suspension and the tow hitch. So now I'll go through and grease all the bushes and linkages with that. Well, they're just bushes, I suppose. Just grease those, and then I think there's 2 on each independent arm, so there'd be a total of 8. I think there might be 1 or 2 more under there. I can't remember. I've already done it once before. And then I've got all of this here to do. So there's one in here which does the shaft that goes inside the pull, and then these 2 here, and that's it for the caravan as far as. Oh, and there's one on here on the jack. So I'll go ahead now and do those and see how we go. So it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I have been servicing the caravan. I sort of started it, I don't know, probably 9 or 10 in the morning, and done all the wheel bearings as I showed you before, and done all the greasing, and I got to the grease nipples on the hitch, and this is probably something as to the reasons why I do a lot of the maintenance myself, because yeah, like, I know I trust what I do, and if you're mechanically minded like some people are, then yeah, I don't see the point in paying someone else to either find this mistake or might not even find it. But anyway, I found an issue with the hitch. So the issue is one of the bushes, one of the pins is loose, and it's supposed to be apparently pressed into the bush, and it shouldn't move. Anyway, I'll show you now what it looks like and run you through what's happened. But I don't know what we're going to do because we're 200 kilometers away from help, and I've been in contact with the people that own the hitch, which is Lovells, and they were awesome. They told me exactly what they want me to do. They want me to monitor it as closely as I can and back my speed right off and just slowly make my way to Mount Isa. Anyway, we'll go and have a look and I'll show you what it is. This is it. So, as you can see, that pin is not supposed to be moving. It's pressed into there and it should not come in or out. It's got a grease track in it within a hole so that when you grease it, all the grease goes around the outside of it, allowing it to freely move on the bush, between the pin and the bush. And the bush is supposed to be the part that wears out. Now, inside further, like right in, is where it's pressed in, and now that's come, I don't know, for some reason it's come loose, which is fine. The levels have been straight up, and they said, yep, no, there's definitely something wrong with it, and they're going to help us out and straight up replace it. So I'm going to now try and Loctite it in, all of it in place, and hope that none of it really moves, just to get back to somewhere where it can be replaced. And they want to have a look at it and see why it's failed now. I do have greased that hitch probably 3 or 4 times, like 1 or 2 pumps since having this van, and it's only 3 months old, and the van's probably only done 10,000 k's of non-corrugated roads. So I'm going to go ahead now and do what they've asked me to do.
Look at these goofballs go. Okay.
What?
We're just at the back of the pub. That's our little setup over there. How good is that sunset? I'm just walking across the road because they've got like a tennis court and basketball court and stuff, and the kids are over here playing basketball. So I'm bringing Louie's little bike over and we're gonna have a bit of a shot. How good's this? It's like fake turf.
So we don't have
Mum, this is the one problem. Oh.
That's why we have that pole that's on the
Go,
ground.
Louie, go.
Mum,
Go,
we have that pole on the ground over there.
Oh.
To knock it. You love your butt.
Sunset basketball.
I got that in.
No, you didn't. we're just getting packed up and ready to leave. Let's grab this mat bag. To leave the Walkabout Creek Hotel, and we're heading towards Mount Isa. Probably stay there a couple of nights. It is a Thursday today and we're waiting for the new hitch from Lovells, so we've been told maybe Monday, so we'll have to stay there for a few nights. We'll check into a caravan park just because we don't want to be driving the van any more than we have to. So hopefully our drive all goes well. Can I show this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. It'll stay in there now. There.
Some Loctite and duct tape. Fingers crossed.
Thanks to these lovely people next door, they had some duct tape. I don't have any, which is a big mistake. I need some. So we've just wrapped the pin up. It's Loctited in. The pull didn't move at all. I couldn't physically pull it out, which is fine. It's got 330 kilos of weight on it too, so, and now some duct tape holding it on. We'll see how it goes. We'll just have to closely monitor it across towards Mount Isa. I don't even know how many k's that is from here, so I think it's 200.
I don't know, yeah. Anyways, we'll slow and steady and we'll keep stopping just to check that hitch. But we've been told it should be fine, so we'll see how we go.
This is the first time the kids have seen termite mounds in the Outback. Put him down, see what he does.
Let's hope the kids don't do what Henry done. Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
We're gonna pop in that video to prove what you done.
It's almost as big as you. Nah, he's interested in rocks. What's this?
That's a big rock. Dirt rock. Oh, I could have put his shoes on. That's awesome.
Yes, there was a truck.
We've just pulled up. Oh, we haven't even gone far, but we've just pulled up. Excuse me. At Chinaman's Dam, and we're gonna have some lunch. Just outside of Cloncurry, this dam is. We don't know if there's crocodiles or not. Henry got the drone out and the birds are swooping it. Apparently there are freshies, so freshwater crocs on the western side furthest away from the dam. So Henry chucked the drone up hoping to see them, but the birds keep swooping the drone.
No, we're just driven about an hour and a bit. Hasn't moved, so safe to, I think, say that we'll definitely make it into Mount Isa to get this looked at. I think it's TJM are the people that are going to do it. I haven't been contacted yet with a time of when they're going to do it. It's a Thursday, and we discovered this at about 3 or 4 o'clock yesterday. So they'll have to air freight us a new hitch, and TJM will fit that up. So I'm hoping it's on air freight today and turns up tomorrow. If not, we're not going to get this done until Monday, so we'll just have to wait and see how we go. Alright, we've just pulled up. I got a bit of dirt in my eye just before, and it's gone real puffy. I don't know why. But yeah, look, we just pulled up at the World War II airfield campground. Now, we've made it. It's roughly 50 k's northwest of Mount Isa. We've come a bit further than Mount Isa. We're waiting on this part to come in. It could be tomorrow, or it could be in three days' time, so Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, we're not sure. So when I was in Mount Isa, I was getting close to overdue for a service, so I thought I'll just buy all the stuff that I need to do the service, since I've got 4 to 5 days here potentially. So I'm just going to do it all myself over the next couple of days. And that's how you blow about $1,000 in about half an hour on oils, filters. So I'm going to do the fuel, engine air. I'm going to change out the belt too. Just bought a brand new genuine belt. Fuel, air, oil in the engine. Then I'm going to do the front diff, transmission, transfer case and rear diff. So it's going to take me quite a few hours to do all this, and see how we go. I just went to replace the air cleaner, but when it was at Just Autos nearly 2,000 k's ago, they'd put a new one in it, so I'll box this one back up and hold on to it for the next service. I'm not changing it, it's got nothing in it. It's only had like 1 or 2 bugs on the bottom of it.
Yeah, we got a new, what is it? Air box thing.
Yeah, so obviously with the 200 series cruisers, they suck a lot of dirt from the factory filter, and we're just about to start all our dirt roads, and I wanted to get the tune done in Queensland and get the airbox fitted there at the same time, so that when they put it on the dyno it was all tuned to match everything. So yeah, anyway, that's been changed out. I also got the thermo fans put on top of the intercooler, just to try and drawing out the heat through the element, rather, because I don't know why they've put the intercooler up there gets saturated in heat from the engine, so this actually draws the air through the intercooler to keep it cooler.
Come on, Louie. Come here. Good boy. No, stay away from Dada. No. Hope you're doing jobs. Come on, we go for a walk. He's going.
Hey, go back. Go back.
He's so good.
Righto, that's the engine done. I found an issue with my auxiliary battery. So yeah, it's acid leaking. You could see it from the top, but the other dead giveaway is that I'll pull it out, and I was using it to as an oil extractor to suck out the front diff. The front diff was full. Like, I was a bit worried that it didn't have enough in it, but turns out it was full. I can't get the bottom bung on the front diff off, so I've used the extractor to suck it out. Looks like someone's already had a go before me to try and undo it and sort of slipped, so I'm not really game enough to try. I did try, I didn't slip, but it's just done up too tight. Like, I don't know why anyone would do it up so bloody tight. So yeah, I've extracted the oil out of the front diff. I kept moving the hose around and sucking it all out, and yeah, so that's why I've got the auxiliary battery out, so I can move it around the car. So when I go to fill this, I use the extraction pump to actually fill these things, so that way I don't have to use a tom thumb. They're about the same price. I was like, just do it this way anyway. So since I've pulled out my auxiliary battery, I I seen it was leaking out of the top, but this battery was put in December, so it's coming up to 6 months, 5 months old, and it's blown out on the wall. It's got a real big bulge, so that's just a drop cell. It's buggered. All the other sides are fine. It's just this one is knackered, so I'll have to ring up the people I got that off and see if I can get a new one. So anyway, on to filling up the front diff now. Pretty cool sunset tonight. So it's getting a bit dark. I've finished the engine oil, and now I've just finished pumping in the front diff. Did the next best thing in extracting the oil out. I haven't even looked at the piece of paper, but I've got about 300, 400 mil left in that drum of gear oil, and it's supposed to take yeah, 2 litres. Wow. So it took basically 1, so I must have sucked out a bit more than I should have. So that thing works a treat. For anyone that has an issue like this, definitely be doing that. So anyway, I'm going to clean up my mess now and put some things back together while I'm trying to be quiet because of other people, and then do the rest tomorrow. So I'll probably turn the camera off because it's not going to work. Shirt too. These will go into a bag, I'd say, and we'll do these when we're leaving. Look at my eye, it's gotten worse. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. If it gets any worse, I'm going to have to go to the hospital.
You got a sty. What's it called? Pink eye?
Yeah, I don't think it's pink eye. It's just really swollen on the bottom one. Put my clothes into a bag, I'd say, and I'm going to have a shower. Come on, mate, I'm going to have a shower. Right, that's enough. Alright, it's the next day, so I finished off last night the full engine service, filters, oil filter, air filter, and I did a cabin aircon filter too. I've also done the oil, and I've done the front diff. Still got to do the transmission, transfer case and rear diff. Now they're obviously cooled down now, so it's kind of a waste of time trying to do them when they're cold. I'll probably wait for might go for a drive with the van on just to warm everything back up later, and then come back here and drop it. Don't know, I haven't made up my mind, or I'll just do it somewhere else in a couple of days time. But since the engine's already cooled down, I'm going to do this now where I can put my hands inside the engine and bay and not actually get burnt. So I've just got to remember how it all goes together. Otherwise I ain't moving this car. Alright, that's done. Just grab the key. I'm going to start it. I checked the idle pulley there too, because sometimes they can fail, but it was fine. So I just start it now and make sure it's going to run how it's supposed to run and everything's in order. Make sure it's nice and straight. Took probably 10 minutes, if that. That belt's actually not even that worn. it's relatively new, so I'm going to hold on to that as a spare now because I didn't have one, so now I do have a spare. I was a bit reluctant to actually put the new one on, but I don't know. It's something now I don't really have to worry about, I suppose, too much. Yes, new belts can fail too, but this is just a preventative maintenance thing. I don't want to be doing this on a 45-degree day on the side of the road and the kids are screaming at me for an aircon. So yeah, I'll put everything back together now, and that's everything done under the engine bay. All done. The other thing I want to usually do is I just walk around and just stare. So like just literally stare at the engine and move hoses and make sure hoses aren't rubbing, and if they are, zip tie them up so they don't, or put piggy tail wrap around them. For those of you that don't know what piggy tail wrap is, that's this stuff here. Wrap it up around the hoses, and just to minimise rubbing and wear and tear. But apart from that, everything looks pretty good to me, so I'll just finish up inspecting everything and making sure everything's right, and that'll do for today. It's getting a bit warm now. Oh, the other thing too is with my oil, I usually always just decant out of the container back into the drums that I use to actually refill out of. So I always buy a sump drain bucket that's big enough to hold all the oils I want to change at that time, and then once I've made sure that I've got enough oils in the places it needs to be, then I decant those straight back into the other old drums. Oh, they're still a new drum, but yeah, yes, I waste like 1 litre or 2 litres of brand new oil by tipping sump oil straight back on top of it. But just to prove that's what I was doing here, I'll show you, and then I'll go and decant these in the appropriate places. Otherwise, I don't really want to be getting phone calls down the road saying that, oi, what did you leave all your oil lay on the side of the road? So here it is. A little bit of residue and stuff in the bottom of this, and filled that up on with the engine oil, and then did the gearbox as well, the front diff. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do when I'm on the road, to try and minimise waste and spillages. So yeah, underneath here is pretty clean. So I'll just finish this job up now. You having fun?
He's rotating and trying to swim on his tummy.
Oh, Sarah's trying to keep him entertained. Looks like he's having a hell of a time.
I'm just sitting in the car with the kids, uploading a video to you guys, or for you guys, to YouTube, and Henry has gone in to vote because it's voting day. So I'll watch the laptop, start uploading this episode for you, and Henry will come out and swap with me once he's voted, and then I'll go in and vote. This is how we do things on the road, and make sure you guys get content. Wherever we are, we just try and upload a video, so it's convenient. We're in town. The campsite doesn't have the greatest internet, so we're all coming in town to do this, so we're going to sit around and also wait till this is done.
Peacock City.
Whoa, look at all those people bought those peacocks. That was like 20 peacocks.
Huh?
That was like 1 million peacocks.
There's Mount Isa Peacock Park coming up.
Peacock Park.
Look
This rest stop, it's not really a rest stop for us. We just come out here to have a chill day, and it's amazing out here. Like, it's such a shame that you can't actually camp out here for the day.
Yeah, it's really nice out at this lake.
If you ever come through Mount Isa, come check out the lake just to the north of it.
Yeah.
It's only about probably 5 to 10 k's out of town, and so peaceful.
We parked up on the side of the lake and pulled the awning out, pulled the chairs and table out.
It's a shame that we have to pack all that away. And
Yeah,
disappear.
hung our clothes out so they could dry.
So there's cameras on the way in when you first turn into here. So
Yeah, I think it says it's open from
6 a.m.
Yeah.
to 10 p.m. at night. So I'd
Yeah.
say regos that don't come out are red flags. So
People probably thought we were camping out here because we had the awning, our washing hung up and everything, but no.
well, unfortunately, we'll get back in the car and try and find somewhere to camp again. Probably back where we were last night. So.
Yeah, we'll head into Mount Isa, top up some groceries.
Water.
Yeah, and then we'll
And fuel.
head back out again and camp. The part wasn't in Mount Isa for the caravan, so we've got to wait till Monday.
Yeah.
A few more nights and we'll be back in there again, pick up the part, get it fitted, and then we can finally keep moving.
200 k's of useless driving around.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it'll be.
Yeah.
Anyway, all good. So leave it here, I suppose.